Hey everybody, this is Andrea Olson with the Go Diaper Free podcast, and today I'm going to record episode 133 of our podcast for you. It's about privacy on the potty, how to know your baby needs privacy to use the toilet, and how to give it. Here it goes. Welcome to the Go Diaper Free podcast, where we're all about helping you potty your baby as early as birth. I'm your host, Andrea Olson, author and mom of 5 babies, all EC'd from birth, all out of diapers by walking. This is episode 133, Privacy on the Potty. How to know your baby needs privacy to use the toilet and how to give it. You can read the written version of today's show over at godiaperfree.com/133, where I'll also conveniently link to all the things that I mentioned in today's episode. I will also be replying to comments over there, so come on by when you're finished. Tell me if this has happened to you. Your baby has been using the potty just fine, and all of a sudden is resistant and won't sit on the potty, perhaps peeing on the floor 5 minutes later or in the diaper soon after the pottytunity was offered. She fusses, and you get nervous that you're doing the wrong thing. Does EC work? Is my mother-in-law right? Am I permanently damaging my baby? Why is she screaming and trying to run away? The thing is, this is pretty normal. It's a sign. To be honest, 9 times out of 10 in situations like these, your baby is telling you he needs privacy, and he doesn't know how else to say it other than resisting, withholding, or just outright screaming. Babies actually start desiring privacy for pees and poops around the time they begin to crawl. It makes sense, actually. In intact indigenous cultures, babies will begin to crawl off to the outdoor space once they become mobile, and they no longer need your help or your watching eyes to go to the potty. The baby will simply crawl right outside the door to go, or an older sibling or child will assist the baby until she can do it on her own. So around 7 or 8 months old, up through forever, if your baby starts to resist, it might mean he wants some privacy. This is the number one solution that I diagnose to people, you guys. Give some privacy and see what happens. And especially if you have a toddler, 18 months, 2 years old, 3 and 4 years old, it is insane to me that our culture teaches us to keep kids in diapers that long. It goes against all our children's instincts for privacy that they're born with. All right, now you're probably asking, how in the world can I give my baby privacy on the potty? She cannot do this alone. We're not even close. And you're right. But there are ways, and they are all listed in my book. So right now I'm going to make it easy and just share some excerpts from the most recent version of my popular EC book, Go Diaper Free, which by the time you're listening to this podcast should already be out. The publishing date is 2021. And this will help you wrap your mind around why privacy is necessary and how to give it. Some of it is repetitive, what I'm about to share, but I am insistent that repetition is just how we learn. That and actually doing this stuff. So after you take all of this in, go give it a try with your baby today. All right, so first from my book, Nothing Happening, Baby Not Relaxing. So when you're just learning EC, is nothing happening? Take deep breaths with your baby to calm you both, or sing a potty song. Other parents like to engage their own stomach muscles while they grunt their cue. Some people believe when the baby feels the muscles contract in the mom or dad, and she's up against your stomach in that classic EC position, it helps her push and release. You can also offer your baby privacy by averting your attention to something else while she goes. So not just focusing on your baby and like looking at her in the mirror and just, really giving all your attention. Just avert your attention. That can give privacy while baby's in arms. All right, and another excerpt. You can also switch from a mini potty to the big toilet with a toilet reducer on it. This is for when you're in maintenance mode with a mobile baby. This keeps your baby on a less escapable receptacle. Turning your back or leaving the room for a moment, if your baby can safely sit on the toilet with a reducer, the big toilet, will provide privacy. And this is really key when you're dealing with a mobile baby or a young toddler. And another little tip from my book, discover what helps your baby relax and focus on the potty. So what helps your baby relax and focus while they're on the potty? Sing potty songs, keep a bin of potty-only toys next to her potty, unless they start to distract from the task, but You can try one. Run water in the sink, turn your back, or possibly leave the room because sometimes privacy helps babies relax and focus best. I told you it'd be repetitive. There you go. And then a couple more quotes from the book. It's a big deal, right? It's this many times in my book. When your baby can sit very well independently, you can obviously let go. And this is in the positions part. So in my book, I have over 70 photos of positions that you can use. And this is when you're holding a baby onto the toilet seat reducer. When your baby can sit very well independently, you can obviously let go and allow her to sit without holding her. Sitting a baby on the toilet seat reducer can often help if she has begun escaping the mini potty. If an older baby tries to dive off the toilet into the parent's arms, parents will usually pad the floor with towels or something soft and back off, busying themselves with something to give the baby privacy. Parents have found that if they are within arm's reach, the baby will typically dive into their arms. Makes sense. So backing away helps them get past this impulse. If you've read the Continuum Concept, she talks a lot in there about how our babies have an even stronger sense of desire to protect their health and safety than we do. Because that's where we're born with those instincts to protect ourselves from accidents and harm. So they're very invested in staying safe too. And this is usually something that, with all of my babies, they've all tried to dive off at least once. I've always patted the floor with something the first few times. And I've always been near enough that I could grab them. And we've never had any issues. But again, Go Diaper Free and Andrea Olson are not to be held harm. How does that go? I have a disclaimer on my website that applies here too. Use your best and most sensible judgment, and you're responsible for your own outcome. So now that you've been warned, sorry, I don't mean to freak you out, but if you're going to try this, please do it carefully and at your own risk. That's the point. All right. When you realize something needs to change, such as transitioning to the big toilet, guide your baby and lead the way. As she will try to tell you in some way when she's hungry or sleepy, she will also try to tell you when she needs or wants to potty. It could be body language, fussiness, stillness, delayed, urgent requests like, oh, I gotta go right now. Your baby will also indicate when things need to change. So you can realize when things need to change is that first part. Your baby will also indicate when things need to change from their end, such as resisting you as her way of seeking privacy. Your job is to figure out what she's saying, respond, and work as a team with your baby. So again, if you notice that your baby's just giving you a sign that something needs to change, usually privacy is that magic ticket. Any way you slice it, EC is a team effort. So that's one of the benefits of EC, or keys of EC. How about this? In our troubleshooting section of the book, we've got 1, 2, 3 different samples, and then we'll be done for the day. I hope this really hammers it into your mind. Our EC has stopped working. What happens then? Give your baby privacy if things stop working. There's also many other suggestions, but this is one of them. You can turn your back, busy yourself with something else. I've scratched at the grout in the tiles. I've looked for my hairbrush, whatever. Or leave the room if baby is safely on the potty. Often this will get things back on track. My older baby protests when I offer pottytunity. Give your baby privacy if he protests the potty. You can turn your back, busy yourself with something else, or leave the room if they're safe. Often this will give him a sense of control. All 5 of my babies asked for this, you guys. All 5 of them went through a protesting period, and it didn't turn into a full-on potty pause because I knew better. And I put them on the potty. I'd say, oh, I just forgot something. And I'd run off. And right when I was outside of the door, I would just listen, and I'd hear them going. All right. There's also separation anxiety going on at this point, so it's pretty normal for them to want you to be, to want to be in your arms, basically, is what they want. And also in the troubleshooting section of the book, which is extensive, and we also have a private support forum that it comes with, but this one comes up a lot. My child withholds his poop when I take him or stops pooping and won't continue. By the way, our puppy did that the other day. Started pooping and my husband took him outside and he just wouldn't finish. When you see your baby get into position and start to get quiet, pick him up, take bottoms off, and walk for about a minute or so with baby bare-bottomed in a relaxed and calm manner. This is key. Make your way over to the potty. Sit him down on it and sit next to him on the floor, making the cue noise you've been practicing. Or say nothing. Even averting your eyes if you choose, because some babies prefer more privacy than others. Breathe deeply, Get calm and relax yourself. If he doesn't go for it right away, walk him around a bit more. If he insists on running free, just keep an eye on him and pay attention to any second attempt to poop on your floor or in his pants. Then transport him again or bring the potty to him. Eventually, he'll get the message. It will work. And then if they're withholding poops, stops pooping, won't continue, give privacy. Babies want privacy at much earlier ages than you'd think. Close the door with both of you in the bathroom. Set your child on the potty and immediately turn your back, busying yourself with something else in the room. If your child is safe on the toilet reducer and older, consider stepping out of the bathroom to quickly retrieve something you've forgotten, or stand behind the door out of sight listening for baby to go. Make safe choices, obviously, while trying to give privacy by averting your eyes, ignoring him, or stepping out or away. So some could say this is ignoring, but I think you're not ignoring because you're actually really paying attention. You're just averting your attention, right? So that's it. There you have it. Are we pretty good with all that repetition? How to give privacy. In my Potty Pause mini course, I have a video of my middle child, Cooper, and how far exactly I would sit away from him while he was going potty. And just to tell you right now, before you get a chance to watch it, it's about 8 feet. With my other children, it varied between about 2 feet to leaving the room completely. Some of my babies would go potty with me in the room. Some wouldn't have it and would actually tell me, "Get out," at ages as young as 16 months. That was Twyla, if you're wondering, my last one. As soon as she could talk, she's like, "Get out." She wanted privacy. All right, so anyway, your turn. What piqued your interest in today's topic? What is one small thing you're going to apply today regarding privacy? Was this an aha moment for you? I hope it was. Please comment over at godiaperfree.com/133. And we do answer every single comment there. I'll see you there. Till next time, happy pottying, y'all. I'm Andrea Olson, and you've been listening to the Go Diaper Free podcast at godiaperfree.com, and we'll see you soon. All right, so comment below. Did this provide an aha moment for you? Are you going to try something from today's show? What stood out for you? Please comment below. Hit the like button so more people learn about EC, and subscribe. I'll see you soon.